Welcome to The Explainer, where we break down the big ideas in tech and AI. Today, we are diving into a really groundbreaking paper that solves a hidden and, frankly, pretty frustrating flaw in how we teach AI to create better images.
Okay, so let's just jump right in. Take a look at these two images. Both of them were made by the exact same AI model. But, one is beautiful and the other is, well, it's a distorted mess. So the big question is why? Why did one go so wrong? To really get to the bottom of that, we need to talk about something called alignment. It's this whole process of fine-tuning these incredibly powerful AI models so that they better match what we humans actually want and, create higher quality stuff. The goal is to kind of gently tilt the AI's creative process. You're encouraging it to produce more of the things we like, while still letting it draw on all that vast knowledge from its original training. But here's the catch. The way we've been doing this often fails. It produces these bizarre, distorted images because of a hidden flaw in the AI's memory. It's called the initial value function bias. Now, that's a mouthful, but here's what it really means. Every single AI image starts its life as just a field of random static, right? This bias means the AI never fully forgets that random starting point, and that memory actually ends up corrupting the final image. Think of it like a river. No matter how much you try to change its path downstream, its final course is always going to be influenced by where it started, by its source. That initial noise is the source, and it's stopping the AI from getting to where we want it to go. Now, what's really cool is we can actually see this problem. What you're looking at here is the original AI model before any fine-tuning. Those lines at the bottom, that's the random noise starting point, and they flow upwards to create the final distribution of possible images at the top. But watch what happens when we try to fine-tune it using the standard methods. The whole thing just goes haywire. The paths get all tangled and chaotic, and the final result totally misses the target we were aiming for, that solid purple line. You might think, okay, well, let's just add more noise to try and shake it loose. But as you can see, it doesn't really work. The memory of that initial value, that bias, is still pulling it off course. It's just relentlessly haunted by its starting point. And then you see this. This is the solution. The process is now perfectly guided. The paths are smooth, they're direct, and they land exactly on the target. So, the billion-dollar question is, how did they pull this off? They came up with this absolutely brilliant two-part solution. And the first part is a really clever trick to make the AI completely forget its random origins. It's called a memoryless noise schedule. Instead of starting with a little bit of static, you just blast it with a massive, theoretically infinite amount of noise right at the beginning, which then very quickly fades away as the image gets generated. Let's go back to our river analogy for a second. This is like starting the river not from a single little spring, but from a giant, turbulent lake. It has no memory of any single source, which means you can guide it anywhere you want it to go. So that memoryless schedule tells us what to do. It gives us the perfect target, but we still need a really efficient way to actually get there. And that brings us to the second and just as crucial part of the solution. And that's odd-joint matching. You can think of the older methods as being really brute force. They were super memory intensive, slow to converge, and just incredibly expensive to run. Adjoint matching is just fundamentally smarter. It's lean, it's fast, and it makes this whole memoryless approach actually practical for the real world. So without getting totally lost in the math, here's the core idea. Step 2, that's the real magic right there. It solves this elegant little equation that basically asks, what's the single most efficient tweak I can make right now to get closer to the perfect image? By always taking the smartest, most direct step, it learns the optimal path from that turbulent lake of noise to a masterpiece. Okay, so the theory is fantastic, but does this 1-2 punch of the memoryless schedule plus adjoint matching actually work? Well, the proof is in the pictures. Let's look at the data for a sec. This table, which we've simplified from the paper, shows adjoint matching just crushing the other methods. It scores way higher on how well the image actually matches the text prompt, and, maybe most importantly, it scores higher on how much humans actually prefer the final result. And honestly, you can see the difference immediately. On the left, an image from an older method. On the right, same exact prompt, but with adjoint matching. It's just so much more coherent, more detailed, and way more aligned with what was asked for. Here's another example. The jump in quality and just the overall aesthetic appeal is undeniable. It doesn't matter what the style or the prompt is, the new method just produces a far more compelling and believable image. So this is what it all boils down to. This two-part solution fixes a really fundamental flaw in how these models work. And by doing that, it gives us a powerful new toolkit for creating better, more aligned generative AI. And that leaves us with a final thought to chew on. Now that we can teach our models to erase the memory of something useless like random noise, what are the truly profound and important things that we should be teaching them to remember instead? That's it for this explainer.